Well, hello, my tarot team. Welcome back to Timsy's Naked Tarots. Don't worry, Timsy is not naked. The tarot reads are naked, by which I mean I strip out as much astrology as I can. Now, if you are new here, welcome to Timsy's Naked Tarots. We are doing a world events read today. Basically, I use this deck here. This is from a game called Risk. It basically a deck what has different parts of the world on it. Okay. So this tells us where in the world we are doing the read about. And in this case, this is Alaska and Eastern Canada. Okay. And so that gives us our location. Now, this deck here is my world events deck. I primarily use this just for this read. Okay. Just for doing this. I don't really use it for any other read, not in YouTube or off YouTube. So it is just primarily using this one for world current events. And it's just something I really do for fun more than anything else. We'll take that as an overall energy as that's spat out. And we will see what we have got. We've got the Seven of Cups in reverse. We got the Seven of Pentacles in the upright. And we got the Ten of Coins in reverse. Pentacles, for want of another word. Okay, so the way I do this is I have a list which has lots of different events, what could happen. Okay, these events range from volcanic eruptions to medical breakthroughs to animal welfare, which we've actually got out here. I just literally picked 3 random ones off there, and animal welfare was the last one I put on my list, which is the Seven of Cups in reverse. Now, when I say animal welfare, I mean like some sort of protection for wild animals, maybe like putting up a sanctuary, doing some research, something like that. I will get some clarifiers out on all this in a second, and I'm just literally quickly just checking through my list just to make sure there isn't anything else. Well, we have actually got something else nearly. Oh no. So the Two of this ain't boding well, really. The Two of Swords in the upright or in reverse in this particular case, because when it came out for me, it came out sideways, which was telling me it went upright, but it went reverse. Is the plague or plagues? So there could be, well, it could be like an infestation of animals after something has been done, or for an animal welfare kind of thing, or it could be possibly something instigated by an animal welfare project, which then in turn causes a plague of some description. Now, when I say plague, I don't mean like the bubonic death, Black Death, or anything like that. It could be just like a plague of locusts, or it could be just like a virus what rips through the animal species or something like that. So no, it's not all doom and gloom. Okay, now my other 2 cards will come out, the Seven of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, are not appearing on my list. So we are just dealing with those 2 as the main ones from my world events list. Okay, so the overall energy, the Two of Swords is, in this particular case, it will be some form of plague. The Seven of Cups in this particular case is some sort of animal welfare thing going on, some sort of project or something like that. Okay, so the Seven of Coins and the Ten of Coins in reverse is kind of like the rest of it. Okay, we would take them as normal tarot meanings, or what I feel from them, because I'm an intuitive reader, so we go with that quite a lot, actually. Okay, so the Seven of Cups. Let's deal with the Seven of Cups first. Let's put some clarifiers on the Seven of Cups. Obviously, we are dealing with East Canada and Alaska. Should I actually put that round the other way? Okay, that looks better now, doesn't it? It looks more real. yeah, so let's get some clarifiers out for the animal welfare. What sort of thing is going on in the animal welfare? Okay, lots of reversals and then a right way up thing. Okay, so we got the Page of Cups in reverse and we have got the Ten of Cups in the upright. Now, the Page of Cups in reverse would be sort of kind of possibly like some sort of fantasy type thinking, but gone a little bit wrong, gone a little bit awry. Okay, with the Ten of Cups in reverse as well. The Ten of Cups, well, first of all, the Ten of Cups indicates a new beginning, but it also indicates sort of like a completion, an emotional fulfillment. But in reverse, it would be like unfulfillment. And so whatever they've done on this animal welfare front, they're not happy with it. They had this idea, but the idea didn't pan out to be what they thought it was going to be. And with the Ten of Cups coming out there as well, it's kind of like they're just not fulfilled with the how it panned out. They're not happy with it. Okay, with the Hanged Man coming out there, it's kind of suggesting that maybe they're going to have to take it back to the drawing board and look at it all over again. Okay, crossing this is the Eight of Cups. Yeah, they're walking away from it. It's in reverse, but the Eight of Cups in reverse, one way or the other, is, or the upright, is kind of still walking away from something. In this particular case, is walking away from something what didn't work, but it's in reverse. It kind of like the opposite of what it would normally mean. So it's kind of, instead of walking towards something which is better, they're actually walking towards something which is worse. Okay. And so, I don't know, if you live in Canada or Alaska, perhaps you can tell me what sort of animal welfare projects are going on over there at the moment. Maybe like a moose culling or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe you're doing a wolf hunt, or perhaps you're trying to reintroduce wolves to a certain area. Okay, either way around, it could work with the plague. Okay, and remember, we're not dealing with the Black Death, not that sort of plague. Because, for instance, if you culled the wolves, then they would not be able to keep the elk and moose and things down, and then you might have an influx of them, thus a plague of them. Or vice versa. Perhaps you introduce the wolves to an area and they get established very well and very quickly. Bearing in mind there's a lot of sort of, well, this didn't really work the way we thought it would, and we'd have to go back to the drawing board, and they might become like a plague of wolves in the area. So you let me know what's going on an animal welfare front for that. Okay, so let's see what the Seven of Coins is about. Now, the Seven of Coins is telling me whatever this is taken a while. It isn't like a flash in the pan. It weren't just like thrown out there 2 years ago and instigated now. It's like it's been going on for some time. The Seven of Coins is all about sort of harvesting your fruits, your just rewards and stuff like that. Now, by using the word harvesting, we're indicating it something had to grow. Okay, so this may have started years back, and this might be, I don't know, after a 10-year project or something like that, and that's coming to an end. So back in 2023, that's this year, isn't it? Back in 2013 or something like that, or maybe 2000, who knows? And it's now coming to an end, and they're looking at the results and not happy with the results. And here's another one was saying they're not happy with the results. We got the Nine of Swords, we got the Nine of Cups, and we have got the Fool in reverse. Now this is telling us that there's been some overthinking, a bit of anxiety. Then obviously, as we're approaching the end date, the Seven of Pentacles is about harvesting. It's the end date. Okay, the time is right to now do that. But there's a little bit of anxiety. It's like, oh, what if we get our funding cut? Oh, what if we now look like a fool? Okay, with the Ten of Cups, with the Nine of Cups, sorry, that would be sort of some sort of like fulfillment. Is kind of, I would normally say it's an emotional fulfillment, but I'm not really feeling the emotions from it. It's just a fulfillment. It's coming to an end. There is an element of satisfaction about it though, but not, that isn't the main energy which I'm getting off it. Well, getting off the whole read, I should say, because this Fool is overpowering that satisfaction. And the Fool in reverse is telling me that they are kind of looking foolish. It's like they've fallen flat on their face or something like that. Okay. Crossing this is the Seven of Wands in reverse. They are defending their findings. They are defending their whole epos, if you will, if that's the right word for it. They're defending what they've done and why and how they have done it. Okay, they believe they've done it for the good reasons and everything, even though it all went wrong. Okay, so we got the Five of Coins or Pentacles coming out for the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, and the Two of Cups and the Three of Swords in reverse as well. So the Ten of Coins is telling us that it's in reverse, which means kind of like they've lost everything. Okay, normally the Ten of Coins in the upright would be an abundance of wealth. In reverse, it's kind of telling us they're losing everything. They're, whatever their project, their group, their funders or whatever it may be, is hemorrhaging money. They can't keep putting the money into it, or it's hemorrhaging knowledge. It's all come up not good, and sort of like the scientific results, I don't know, are bad for whatever reason. They're tainted, it's biased, however it might be. With the Five of Pentacles in reverse, with that, it's kind of telling us that, again, it's telling us it's over. Normally the Five of Pentacles would be being left out in the cold, financial ruin and the things. The fact that it's in reverse is sort of saying, well, we're coming in. We've been out in the cold long enough. We're coming in. Okay. So that's the Five of Pentacles. It's coming to an end again. It's another card telling us it's coming to an end. The 10 there indicating a new beginning. The Harvest Time card up there, the Seven of Pentacles, the Fool in reverse, I fall them flat on my face, is coming to an end. The Five of Pentacles is coming to an end. The 10 of Pentacles, or coins there, is coming to an end. The Three of Swords in reverse is kind of telling us, though, that from this particular deck, I don't always use this deck to do the clarifiers on these ones. Sometimes I'll use my Game of Thrones deck. Sometimes I'll just use my random, or like my normal decks I use for my ordinary reads. But for some reason I picked this today, and I think this is the main reason, because in this Three of Swords, the swords aren't in a heart. Okay, normally the swords are in a heart, implying that it's like heartbreak, pain from some sort of love loss or something like that. But this particular one is in a moon, it's implying that it's a pain that affects everyone. Now, it is possible that the fact that it's in reverse is saying somehow they have relieved a pain what affects everyone. Maybe they have got one little nugget of information, one little nugget of like research out of this whole project they've done, and it's for the good of everyone. Okay, perhaps they've realized that if they do introduce wolves to a certain area, it can do quite good. results or something like that, something what would help the masses. Okay, with the Two of Cups there, normally I would say it's a coming together of energies. This particular Two of Cups looks like they're celebrating after looting somewhere, and perhaps that's what they have done. Perhaps they, behind closed doors, are actually celebrating because they have made a lot of money out of some sort of funding and not really inputted it into the project itself, and they're going, haha, yes, we have got a crap load of money off a government, of a group of people. Temperance here, crossing all this, is just the fact that it's kind of saying we played the long game. Okay, we waited, we were patient, and it didn't work, but we're coming up good from it. Okay, I'm getting that off the Two of Cups there. Okay, I think we'll just have one more card. What to just tell us one last thing about all this universe. Okay, and just in case there's anything else I have missed from all this, it's going to tell us two things about this. The Five of Spears, which would be wands from an ordinary tarot deck, and the Hanged Man. Okay, so we got the Hanged Man again, because underneath here we got the Hanged Man as well. Okay, which is taking us back to this animal welfare thing going on. Now, I said they're having to look at things differently. They're maybe having to approach this from a different angle. With the Five of Spears, if you look at there, you got this one guy and he's trying to defend himself off from another four, but it's kind of like a practice. They're all wearing the same sort of uniform and things, which suggests they're like training. They're all part of the same group and they're training, which says they're sort of, I don't know, maybe this time was a trial run and they're learning from it before they implement it into, I don't know, a bigger, grander scale. With the Hanged Man there, it says that the Hanged Man is always sacrifice, what goes with the Hanged Man. Okay, whenever you sort of hear any sort of like spiritual meaning of a Hanged Man, like Odin hanging in Israel, the tree of the well tree, to learn the runes from the Norns, he sacrificed himself. He stayed there for 3 days and 3 nights, but some stories say 3 years, some stories say 3 weeks. But he stayed there for a certain amount of time without eating, without drinking, okay? And to learn the secrets of the runes so he could give them to the people, the ancient Norse. So there's always a little bit of sacrifice. Now, obviously, whenever you're doing any sort of research on a scientific level, and that's what sort of like animal welfare is, okay, you're looking to make like the animals' lives better. You're looking to reintroduce animals. You're looking to protect the animals. You're trying to make their life better, and a lot of the time you would use some sort of like scientific research, and there's always sacrifices in amongst that sort of thing. Again, this is kind of saying there's like a little bit of conflict, maybe conflict about what we have to sacrifice. The other thing I'm getting off this for some reason is maybe the results from here, the results from this animal welfare project which has happened here, has led to a different way of looking at famine. Okay, because this particular card here is famine from my events list. And so it could be looking at maybe, I don't know, this could be reintroducing woolly mammoths into these areas. Okay, yeah, there could be a lot of ethics and things involved in that one. Okay, reintroducing them makes it sound like we've just got them in a zoo somewhere, doesn't it? No, basically remaking the woolly mammoths from the DNA we have from bodies of woolly mammoths we have found, reintroducing them, and possibly there's this like look of, well, we could even use them as a food source to sort out famine. Okay, so it could be something like that. Well, that is your read. I hope you found this interesting as much as I did. And if you do have any knowledge of this going on, or if you live in Alaska or the Eastern Canada region and you know of anything like this, please feel free to drop it in the comments and let me know. Okay, apart from that, thank you, universe, for waking me up at stupid o'clock in the morning and to do a read. And I will let you get on with your day. I hope you enjoy your week, and I hope you all tune in for another reading soon. Although these particular readings will be going over to my membership site, so this will be the last one I'm doing for the foreseeable future on my standard YouTube. Okay, thank you very much. Catch you all soon.